Right.
Up and down the country.
Oops, got the drum.
I'm delighted to say we've got a new member. Nice of them to let us out of the office, isn't it?
Do you think they even know we've got?
Oh, this is lovely.
It is. It's Ampleforth Abbey near York, and listen. Silence. It's so peaceful.
And it ought to be, because the monastery here is home to the biggest Benedictine community of monks in the UK, and they're kind of expert at being tranquil.
And perhaps there's something in it for all of us. I'm going to learn to Gregorian chant, which apparently can lower blood pressure and reduce stress levels.
And while he's chanting, I'll be drinking, actually. It's cider. This is a great cider-making community here. It's part of the monks' self-sufficiency rule.
I definitely drew the short straw. Also on today's programme, it's the Songs of Praise family's final challenge, as the chatty core spend hours in silence on a religious retreat.
And there are beautiful, soothing hymns to match the mood.
Monks have been here in Ampleforth since 1802, when the estate was donated to the Benedictine community. But their history stretches back hundreds of years before. Here they live by the ancient rule of St. Benedict, a man who lived in a cave 1,500 years ago. The thing about St. Benedict is that even though he decided to live his life like a hermit, like a monk, people from far and wide sought him out to ask him for advice on their walk with God, and he responded. But he found himself advising them not to do it alone, but to do it together, as a community. So he took his own advice, left the cave, founded his first monastery, and went on to establish 11 more in his lifetime. His vision of how to live the monastic life is still followed by the monks here today.
It's not all scripture and solemnity at Ampleforth. There's also the chance to explore the ancient apple orchard and even try the cider they make.
Hello there.
Cameron Smith is the orchard manager at Ampleforth, and he's putting me to work bottling the latest vintage.
Easy, isn't it? You get a job.
I'd enjoy this, I'll say. It is funny, you know, though, to think of this being a monastery. I mean, it shouldn't be if you know your history, I suppose, but
Yes.
it's, I mean, because it's so high-tech, isn't it?
Ooh, yes-ish.
Well, you know, compared to the picture you would have of monks.
For an artisan production, which is what we are. In terms of the monks, well, they have the Benedictine order has always had a history of being commercially savvy and making sure that they get the most out of what they have. And this is just another aspect of that.
I think I'm outpacing your
No, I've run out
your
of
lid
caps.
making.
Oops. Shortage of caps. Well, that's super.
Yeah, great. Well, I think we should go outside because I think I fancy a drink.
Right, let's go.
What on earth you've got for me here? Before I find out, though, what's it like working with monks?
Well, I enjoy it because of the Benedictine values, because they've got some lovely values where basically treat people like you'd like to be treated yourself. The edict of half a day's prayer, half a day's hard labour sort of fits with this work, and it's just a natural coming together, I think, of their values and what I enjoy doing.
Tell me what I've got here. I've got to warn you that I get very tiddly very quickly on very little, so...
Well, this could be a headache
right?
then.
Yes.
Right, we've got 3 sorts of cider. We've got an 8.3 cider, a sparkling 6.5 and a still 6.5. More than anything, I'd like to know what you think of them, what you'd prefer to drink if you were drinking cider.
Okay. Right, so
there we go with that one.
This is the what? This is the 8.3.
It's supposed to be a mystery, but yes,
Oh, sorry.
I'll let you treat. This is actually the one you've just bottled, only this is in its finished state.
Yeah, that's quite nice. It doesn't taste too strong, actually.
No.
Yeah, okay. Right.
Next one's sparkling.
Next one. Like a bit of sparkle.
Yeah.
Ooh, now I'm liking that.
You like that one?
Yes. Uh-huh.
That's lost a bit of bubble, but it's still got some.
It's a she gulping back another one. I'm going to have to stop here. Right.
Well, last but not least, something else we can do with cider and do with cider, we make it into cider brandy. Yorkshire's Calvados. So
Cameron, you know I have a programme to present here.
Yes, you can sleep later.
Oh boy, that's strong.
Yes.
Oh,
It's a fierce spirit, but it warms you on a cold day.
Cheers, David.
Spirit of the living God, fall afresh on me. Spirit of the living God, fall afresh on me. Melt me, mold me, fill me, use me, Spirit of the living God, fall afresh, fall afresh, fall afresh on me.
Morning Mass at Ampleforth Abbey. Gregorian chant is at the heart of their daily worship, and I wanted to hear it firsthand. Monks have been singing like this for thousands of years, and it's something that Father Alexander, choir master and Gregorian chant composer, takes very seriously. How important is Gregorian chant to the community here?
It is so important that we don't talk about it. It's too deeply embedded in our culture and our monastic culture. It is something, I believe, that feeds souls. It nourishes them. It brings people into much closer relationship, I think, with God.
How important are the acoustics of this abbey to Gregorian chant?
Well, the acoustics of this abbey serve the purpose of Gregorian chant better than any I've ever been in, really, because it has this amazing echo, which lasts, believe it or not, 6 seconds.
6 seconds?
Shall we try it?
Go on, show me, show me.
Okay.
You're right. With the sound still ringing in my ears, I wanted to know just how the choir master wrote this sacred plain song.
I start with the words. First, everything starts with the words, with the text.
So, you don't need a bass clef, you don't need to have
No.
a treble clef, you
No.
don't need to have a time signature.
No, you don't. You read these notes because they all represent pitches, particular pitches, F.
And then he began to compose, in a way completely different to anything I'd ever seen before.
The text here, the Lord is compassion and love, slow to anger and rich in... I have in my mind a particular mood that I want to create. Intimacy, a sense of closeness. And you've got to find the notes that will reflect these particular divine qualities.
And within a few minutes, the line from Psalm 103 was coming together.
And so the architecture of the thing is that you've got a phrase that actually moves out into the world and then moves slowly back. The Lord is compassion and love, slow to anger and rich in mercy. The Lord is compassion and love, slow to anger and rich in mercy.
Wow!
That's brilliant. Congratulations. Well, that's your
beautiful.
first ever, isn't it?
That is beautiful. I can't believe you just wrote that.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days